Hello, I'm Fiona Melvin Farr, and I'm joined today by Fiona Firman and Fiona Cook, Directors of Training at Physis Scotland. They're going to be facilitating the Foundation Certificate in Transactional Analysis commencing this September for Counselling and Psychotherapy students. And I'm going to ask them some questions that might help you decide if it could be a great course for you, for your personal development, your career. So Fiona Firman, why would somebody join the Foundation Certificate in Transaction Analysis? What do you think the benefits are for potential students?
Oh, thank you, Fiona. Lovely being with you this afternoon. I think, in terms of your question, I think people join Foundation Year for a whole variety of reasons. A lot of people who come and train with us have I suppose, an idea that they maybe want to change careers in the future and would like to train to become a counsellor or psychotherapist. For other people, it might be that they're wanting to use the course for their own personal development and also their professional development, depending on I suppose, where they're working. So the whole focus of Foundation Year is your relationship with yourself, really getting a good grasp of how you tick and how you are in relationship with others. And so a lot of, I suppose, what you learn in Foundation Year, you can really take forward with you and use in your personal relationships, but also your working relationships as well. And we get people booking on from all walks of life. We have cleaners, people who work in coffee shops, in hospitality. We have gardeners, we have teachers, university lecturers, doctors, vets, a whole range of people. So lots and lots of benefits, to studying Foundation Year.
That's fascinating. Incredible the diversity of the people that come onto it. Incredible, really interesting. Okay, so Fiona Cook, what experience would a student require before joining the Foundation Year? Is there pre-training or skills that they require before being accepted on the course?
And again, a nice question, Fiona. And in an ideal world, we would love it if people had a little bit of life experience behind them before they come on a course, because we do sometimes say this comes with a little bit of a health and safety warning in terms of getting to know yourself and others. But generally speaking, if people are interested in finding out a bit more about themselves, that's really all we need. There are a couple of assignments in Foundation Year. So again, ideally, if somebody has already had some experience of studying in an academic institution, that would be great. We teach and mark this program at postgraduate level, but it's not necessary either. We're very flexible and we have academic support in place within the organisation. So generally speaking, if people are passionate and interested and where there's a will, there's a way, and we will help them with that for sure.
That sounds really supportive, really. Yeah. Very good. Can you describe then a little bit more about the course in terms of the time involved, the style of training, I guess what students are expected to commit to?
Yeah, no, again, another lovely question. So it's a part-time course. So generally students are able to carry on their full-time job as they study with us. It's run over 10 weekends in an academic year. And so 20 days. And it's a mixture of didactic teaching, which means that Fee and I will be teaching some theory, but there's lots of experiential courses as well. And working in groups and small groups with others. So it's really good fun. It's generally a wonderful experience actually of learning, and we account for all different learning styles. So hopefully something we do in there will meet everybody's needs some of the time. I think is that enough to say just now, or do you want to come in, Fee?
I think you've said it all really beautifully,
Okay.
Fiona. I think maybe just the thing to add that, Fifi and I love a good old belly laugh, so we really like to have fun, with our students. And I guess something that we really hold in mind is, what's going to help you feel valued, what's going to stimulate you and really stretch you in terms of your learning, but also, what's going to help you to feel safe and have some fun with us, because that's really important as well, that we strike a balance between the right level of gravitas, when we need it, but also having some fun together too.
Yeah, lovely theme.
That strikes me that it's coming over as though it might be a slightly different experience than people might have had in previous learning styles, or and so on. Very warm and yeah.
Yeah, we're very relationship centered, I would say, in terms
Yeah.
of our contact with people. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh, great. So just finally, if a student's interested in applying, what's the process? What are the next steps?
Oh, lovely, Fiona. Well, if someone is interested in applying, you can go onto our website on the foundation year page and download an application form or a booklet, an information booklet, just giving some info about the course, or either drop us an email to inquiries@physisscotland.co.uk, and Olivia, our administrator, would be delighted to basically send an application form and a course booklet to you, to anyone who's interested. And then the process, once we receive your application form, and we ask for you to provide your CV as well, and also a little statement just giving us a brief outline of yourself and what's really, I suppose, interested you in applying for foundation year. And at that stage, we will invite you to come along and meet with ourselves, just for a little sort of, well, an interview, but very informal, just a little informal chat, just so that we can get to know you and you can get to know us as well. And then on the basis of that, we would be potentially then offering, a place on the course which would be subject to references. And so we take up 2 references as well. And then once we would get references back, provided everything's okay, it would be then that we would be offering an unconditional place on the course. So that's a little bit about the application, process. Something maybe just to add, one of the, I suppose, the prerequisites for foundation year is that that people do a 101 course, which is a 2-day course. It's always over a weekend with ourselves, and again, it's a whistle-stop tour of some of the, I suppose, the models in TA, and just giving people a little flavour of that. So that's something that we ask people, to do as well.
Okay. So just to clarify, they go to physisscotland.co.uk to be able to download the application form and find out more information.
Absolutely.
And the interview sounds good, because I guess the potential students can also have an opportunity to ask you 2 more questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Is there anything else you think you'd like to add, or that you think would be helpful?
I would just like to say that I started out years ago just only ever going to complete foundation year, and was so besotted by it all that I went the whole way and became a qualified psychotherapist. So anything is fine. You can do the standalone year, or you can start a new change in career if that's what you choose to do. Anything is possible.
Because it can lead on to further training. And wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much to both of you for your time. I'm sure people will find that extremely helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Fiona.
Thank you, Fiona.
Thank you.